The trafficker knocked the girl unconscious on the street and had just put her into a cardboard box to take her away when a security guard at the residential complex asked them to register their information. Unexpectedly, as soon as the two traffickers left, the CEO's moving company spotted the box and assumed it also belonged to the CEO, so they quickly loaded it onto the truck and sent it to the villa. This left the traffickers completely confused after they finished registering. Before long, the box was delivered to the CEO's mansion while the girl was still unconscious. At that moment, the CEO instructed his assistant to organize the boxes. While opening one of the boxes, the assistant noticed it move. The CEO did not believe him and thought he was imagining things, so the assistant had no choice but to open the box. Unexpectedly, the girl suddenly kicked the assistant to the ground. The CEO assumed she had been sent by a business rival, but the confused girl questioned why the CEO had brought her there. The CEO gave no explanation and grabbed her hand. As a result, the CEO leaned forward, and the two nearly crashed into each other. The next second, the box supporting them collapsed to one side, and the two ended up in intimate contact. Angrily, the girl slapped him across the face, then hurriedly ran out of the mansion. At that moment, the assistant noticed the girl's resume on the floor and discovered she was the applicant who had interviewed at the company 2 days earlier. The CEO was shocked when he saw her design portfolio and immediately instructed the assistant to hire her on the spot. After returning home, the girl received the job offer and accidentally hid an old injury on her arm in her excitement. It turned out that 5 years earlier, the girl had saved the CEO's life. At that time, the CEO had been set up by his enemies. In a critical moment, the girl rushed over and grabbed his hand. The CEO was barely conscious at the time and never got a clear look at her face. One of the enemies picked up an iron rod from the ground and struck the girl's arm hard, leaving her with a lasting injury. Since then, the CEO had been searching for her. The next day, the girl went to work at the company and accidentally entered the CEO's private elevator. Instead of warning her co-workers prepared to enjoy the drama, the director was jealous and wanted to drive the girl away, so she arranged for her to deliver urgent documents to the CEO's office. Seeing that there was no one inside the office, the girl walked in. Just then, the CEO suddenly appeared. The two looked into each other's eyes and the girl recognized him, then questioned why he was there. The CEO revealed his identity, but she did not believe him, not until all the employees lined up and bowed to him. Seeing this, the girl was so embarrassed she wanted to disappear into the ground. At that moment, the director accused her of entering the office without permission and using the CEO's private elevator, then demanded that the girl be fired. Fortunately, the assistant arrived and reported that the girl might be the CEO's lifesaver. The CEO immediately decided to give her another chance. The next day, the director continued making things difficult for the girl, forcing her to work overtime moving water in boxes. But the girl accidentally dropped something on the director's foot. The director slapped the girl across the face. At that moment, the CEO noticed that the office lights were still on after work, so he immediately went upstairs to check. Come on. Oh no. The director's face turned pale when she saw the CEO appear. Before she could even react, a hard slap landed across her face. Then the CEO noticed the injury on the girl's arm and asked if it had been caused by a heavy blow. The girl was shocked that he actually knew about it.